Hey everyone, it's me. Um, there we go. Just woke up and just came out here to check some email and stuff, and I just haven't been feeling like updating, or even getting dressed or anything. Um, I look like shit, so I didn't want to update. Uh, my hair still looks like shit, but it looks a lot better than it did. I've been in one of those narcissistic phases again. It's like a bad, it is like a bad drug, and then you come down from it, and you want it, and it feels good while it's happening, and then afterwards, you feel like shit. By the way, check out my nails. You can't really tell. It's the metallic pink. And then I don't know if you can see, I put the moons and the little stars, two different glitter on there. I can't get it. I can't get where you can see the stars. Hold on. There's gotta be one where you can see the stars really good. No. You can see the moons really well, but not the stars. Oh, up there. See? Anyways, okay. A minute trying to show off my nails. So okay, the paw thing. Oh my god. So I don't even know how these guys switch so quick. But I guess every time you take a narcissist back, it just gets worse, right? I don't even know. It's like I start to think maybe it's me, and maybe it is a little bit me. Because I'm totally sick of being walked on and used. So I think I tolerate less shit than I used to. And I'm gonna text his ex in Spanish and be like, please just take him. I don't want him. I don't want him. Take him back. Well, he's not living here anymore. That was quick, right? Another really quick one. No, it was like really awesome. Like the first couple days, and it kind of sucked because I couldn't really work because he was here. But I worked a little. I know one time he wanted to stay and like listen to me, and he was making like faces and stuff when I was talking to the guy on the phone. It was just like so distracting. I and another time he got really excited, and then we ended up doing stuff for like the rest of the day. I was really sad because it was wonderful, and it was like it sucks because we haven't done anything in almost a year really like that. Because he's been with her, and oh, sorry, I made everybody yawn. It just sucks because it's like the best ever. And and then my nails, I wasn't doing my nails, but it was like after, because the first few days were great, okay, and we did that, and it was great, and we were getting along, and we actually didn't have any bickerments for like almost 3 days. And I don't know, it was like he was being really cool and respectful and doing things that I asked him to do, and cleaning and cooking, and sorry, it's freaking me out. It sounds like somebody's outside my door. And and then he just flipped, like, 'cause I asked him a simple question and he flipped on me, and I said, don't disrespect me like that. I was like, you know, 'cause he doesn't have a job, and he was eating all my food, and I'm like, well, when are you gonna go get the food stamp thing taken care of? You know, like, a simple enough question, right? Um, he flipped out on me, like, okay, like, it was a simple question. I didn't say it, but, like, bitch or anything. I was just like, hey, just a simple question. I'm not trying to be a ruffle feathers, you know, like, when are you gonna go take care of the food stamp thing? Apparently that was an insult, and I was attacking him. So, yeah. When I asked him to try to remember to keep the shower curtain closed, and I was attacking him too. And after that, it just all went downhill from there. Everything I was saying was attacking him, and then he wouldn't listen to me, and he wouldn't respect me, and I was being a controlling itch, and I just refused to deal with it. So I was like, whatever, you know, get the F out then. And then I thought we made up, and I made him a copy of the key, and he's just he was at a friend's house playing poker, and then the next morning he came home and he just didn't even say anything to me. He went in his room and started packing, and I thought we had talked things out, and I'm like, resolved issues, and he's like, well, I'm just leaving because I can't deal with all these rules. And it turned into me begging him and crying for him to stay, even though secretly, or the other day, I totally wanted him out, and like, I didn't want him here. And he's disrupting my life, and he's costing me money, and I mean, I've been broke all week because I haven't really been able to work as much as I could, or like friggin' save money. And I'm like thinking, you know, like, but while this is happening, for some reason he's twisting my words and making me feel bad for him, where I'm crying and begging for him to stay, and I'm telling him I'm gonna do these things that would be totally disruptive to my life. You know, oh, I won't do this, I won't do that, I won't work as much if it bothers you, and like, really? So then he's like, okay, fine, I'll stay, but I'm gonna go spend the weekend at my aunt's house, and then he can come home. And I was thinking about it the whole time. And I just texted him a few simple things, you know, because he's saying, oh, I'd rather live in a home or be in a homeless shelter than here. Blah, blah, blah. And I texted him, you know, I was like, why is it so hard to respect me? You're going to have more rules at a freaking homeless shelter than you will here. You can pretend like this is a homeless shelter, except you don't have to fight over a cot with like 50 other men. You have a private room with a bed and a freaking TV and cable, and I'll kick you out at like freaking 8 or 9 in the morning if you want. I'll give you a curfew if you want, you know. And homeless shelters aren't gonna let you stay there if you've been drinking, you know. Just all you gotta do is freaking respect me. And he came to get the rest of his stuff, and he like, I don't know, like, I asked him if he got my text, and then he said no, I didn't get it yet. And he looked at his phone, and he was like, oh, it's you complaining and bitching at me again, and deleted it. And I was like, you didn't even read it? He's like, no, there's no point. And I go, wow, okay, just leave, give me back the key, give me back, you know, everything, and fine. I mean, because you're gonna have to. I was like, you won't even listen to me or acknowledge me. And he's like, well, I'm here now. I mean, tell me what you wanted to say. And I was like, you know, what I had to say was in the text. And if I say it in person, you're not gonna listen to me. So what's the point? You're going to tell me you're wrong, or I'm wrong. You're going to tell me that I need to think about you because you're going through this and you're going through that. But the thing is, for the last 3 years, you've always been going through something where you've come first. And it's never been about what Lori needs or Lori's feelings or, you know, like, never have I been able to put myself first in this relationship. And he's like, and you never will be. And I'm like, wow. Okay, then there's nothing more to say. And he's like, whoa. And then, he was hesitating giving back the key. And he's like, in a couple days, you're going to be begging me to come back, and I'm not going to. And I'm like, okay. And, doing all that stuff. And he's like, and I see all these guys lined up at your door to be your friend, and blah, 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 and this and that. And I'm just like, the same old that I've heard a million times. A million times. And I don't know, and then he left, and about a half hour later, he knocked on my bedroom window, and he was like, oh, you kept my wallet trying to keep me, so I had to come back. And he looked around, and he couldn't find it. It's probably in his pocket. And he's like, you just did that so I'd have to come back. And I was like, okay. He's like, but I can't fucking find my wallet. I know you kept it. Whatever. It's just like, whatever. It's not in the house. Maybe he lost it. It fell out of his pocket. Karma. For making me deal with bullshit. And I know in a few weeks we'll probably start talking again. And whatever. Because, it's hard. I love him. It's been 12 years. We have so much history. And sometimes he has these really good moments. But he's so detrimental to my well-being. And I just don't know what to do. I know I need to cut him off. I know. I just keep hoping he can change. But he's not going to. He doesn't want to. I don't know. And for a moment, I think I see that he did, and I don't know. I just know I should probably keep him out of my life until at least August. That sounds like a good idea. Thank God, and for the next week, he's up with his family. Who knows the truth, but is pretending like they don't know the truth. I'm not allowed to talk to them anymore because when they'd ask me stuff, I'd answer honestly. And he didn't want them to know that he still talked to me or was an alcoholic. Come on now. So, whatever. So I'm not allowed to talk to any of them anymore because, I didn't lie for him. Well, so it was the last week, and now I'm broke and going insane. So, trying to get my life back on track, hopefully. And of course, taking that week off of work really hurt, because now that I'm ready to work, people, regulars, guys have very short attention spans. My regulars didn't see me I logged in for a week, and now they're like, oh, they moved on, I'm sure. So now I have to fight to get them back. Yep. And then, okay. There you go. 15-minute update in the days of Kitty's life or something. By the way, I stole that from starcarebear.